Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to day 16 of the 21 days of no campaign. We're almost done, or actually almost have a campaign. 5 days, 5 hours, and 55 minutes. We have ourselves a next campaign. However, currently we do not, so still a few other things going on. Still gotta keep getting those crowns every single day so we can get the Kingdom Pass done. Which doesn't take that long. I actually forget, do they appear in PvP? Because we might get them during PvP today. I always just do them in Explore because it's quicker, but if I'm not mistaken, they do appear in PvP, I'm pretty sure. Pretty much anywhere gnomes normally appear, so if that is the case, we should be able to just finish it there without really even need to go out of our way, which would be nice. Aside from that, obviously the main event that we have going on in-game is the faction event. I'll clear through this, grab all the rewards. It's a brown-red restriction, so we have access to Tesla, we have access to the Infinite Loop Red Dragon, and of course, because of brown, we have access to Quick Kill Guard's avatar, which is exactly what we're going to use. Under Spire is still just as annoying as you would think it is, and has not gotten any easier. Nor will it anytime this week. It will, like, the next time we have a event for this place. But this current week is going to be so bad. Even next time I might not go for it, because we're not going to have any good, like, Quick Kill Mythic. We might have the AoE weapon by then, so maybe we will. I don't know, maybe the AoE weapon will be enough. It really depends. There's an interesting hourglass mechanic on it, too. But the hourglass mechanic can also just pure backfire, but I don't know, we'll see. But we're definitely only going to the 4th tier to go get the silver, the little silver double medal. That is as far as we're going this time around, but maybe next time the event rolls around in like 2 weeks or whenever it is, we might actually go all the way, but this week, definitely not. Anyways, where should we even start? A lot of things to go do. I guess we start with, I would say that, but I'm pretty sure we can get that passively just by doing PvP. I'm not sure if we're going to go all the way for the milestone today, though we definitely need to go grind it later this week, because I'm pretty sure we're like at 0th place right now. I am in 24th. Let's see. What do we need to get promoted? We already need 14,000 just to get promoted, and 18,000 if we want to make top 3. That's still very, very doable. Not all today. But, I don't know. We just really need to get in the grind on it later this week. Yeah, that is a little while away. But that is easily farmable within a day. Like, you can get to any of these numbers within a single day if you just grind hard enough. You can tell by the fact that in 2 days, someone has 100,000 plus, 5 people. So very easy to actually hit, you know, 25,000 if we, like, super grinded it. So I'm not too worried at the moment, even though we are very low right now. But that'll fix itself in time. Anyways, oh yeah, we also have the Tower of Doom. You know what, let's do some Tower of Doom. I feel like I barely touched it yesterday. We already have it full scouted. Guild scouted to like level 40 or something. Alright, what do we need here? Also, hello everyone! I'm gonna say all of those. What are we on? 6. I need a 5. I need a 4. And that's it. Might not look like there's 3 numbers. Just a 5 and a 4. And of course, we're using the Infinite Loop Red Dragon build. Anyways, hello everyone! Let me start all the way from the top. Hello, Mr. Z! Hello, Sonny! Hello, Draco! Hello, Lester! Hello, Yeah! Hello, Supernova! Hello, Draco! Hello, Isabel! Hello, hello, Solitary. Hello, Outlander. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you guys have been having a wonderful new year so far. Still nice and fresh in the year. Alright, Lucky has been achieved. Now we just gotta go 1 down, just double checking. And we'll be good to go. PvP leagues are not PvP leagues anymore. It's global league, since, yeah, honestly, if you're in the upper of the upper end, you pretty much are competing against the leaderboard, in a sense. I'm really curious to see what Diamond will be like the first few weeks. I don't feel like Diamond will stay like that, but I feel like the first month of Diamond League is going to be absurdly hard. Like, we're just going to be trying to stay on. We're not even going to be trying for top cut. We're just going to try to not get demoted every single time. Because one nice thing about being in Diamond League is it makes farming all the pets a little bit quicker. The battles aren't going to be that much more difficult, if any more difficult at all. And you get more silver marks per set that you kill out. So getting to Diamond rank, plus you get more passively per day. Pretty much every instance where you get a silver mark goes up by 5 by the time you hit Diamond rank. Compared to not being in Diamond rank, or, you know, compared to being like in the middle rank or lower. Which is a lot of extra silver marks. The only problem with that is we're going to have most of the pets by the time that happens. Until they add more. They're going to be adding more. But at least in the current state of the game, we're almost going to have every single pet by the time we even hit Diamond League. Because it takes 5 weeks to reach Diamond League from that, and for newer players, it would take 10 weeks if they started on like a brand new fresh account. Though by then we'll probably have more pets. But yeah, it would only take 5 weeks to get there, and by then we'll have 10 of the pets, of course, which isn't all of them, but it's a good number of them until they add another wave of them, which they will be doing. We'll probably eventually have a pet for every typing, a PvP related one, I would assume. Right now, I think we have like 20-ish of them, give or take a few. But eventually, that number is going to be like 50-something, or however many every type plus kingdom is. Which is probably closer to like 60, 70-something. They just started with 20 just to not overwhelm the system. And probably because they didn't have enough troop art for them all. Hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. Alright, number 8. Where are we at? We are currently on the 4th room and only the 4th room. There's the 4th room. You've been sleeping? I actually took a nap a little bit earlier today. Because I forgot to mention it earlier. I don't think I've ever bothered mentioning on a single stream yet. But our, not our washing machine, but our dryer for all of our clothes broke down a couple days after Christmas. And we just now got it repaired today, and it took a couple hours to go and install the old one, put the new one in, make sure it's working and all that. But, yeah, I kind of just slept through most of that. Because they were making so much noise. I'm like, I can't be bothered. Let's see. Let's go over there. Yep, everything's working correctly now. We can now dry our clothes again. A normal way. Before we were literally just having them hang out. The old-fashioned way of drying. Still works, just takes substantially longer. If anything, we'll probably need to replace out the washer soon, too. Because that thing is old. It's like at least a decade old. I'm surprised even the dryer lasted that long. We got 3 and 4. Honestly, there's a lot of kitchen appliances we need to start replacing. The dishwasher, we haven't even been using. Because it's been broken down for like at least 6 years now. On the list of things that should probably eventually be replaced, but aren't super high priority. What do we even have here? We have a 3, we have a 4. Oh, that one right over there. Now we just want to kill the Valraven first. Make sure that thing doesn't run away. Actually, we could probably get most of our Tower of Doom battles in today. We're not going to have enough to finish it, but we'll have enough to get pretty far. Probably almost to 20. You were leading your league with 10k and went to bed. Now you woke up at 2nd place. Trailing by 10,000? Oh, gosh. Yeah, that will happen. Yeah, PvP leaderboard's starting to get fierce. It's starting to get very, very fierce. We just need the 3 over here. You're 72,000 points behind. Oh, gosh. Yeah, we'll need to do a power grind at some point. I wonder what the best category is this week to do that on. Because we have a couple that are pretty quick. I feel like purple might be the way to go. Purple's really quick at initially getting its mana. And unlike the Ehe Cattle teams and stuff like that, you don't have to worry about alignment. You just simply click the Leprechaun and you're good to go. Did I get the dip? Did it show up today? If it did, then it probably showed up in the mailbox and I haven't checked it today. But yeah, I'll get it in the next day or two then. I just gotta head over to the box. Dun dun dun. It's not that far, I just don't normally check it. Similar to my Discord, I check it like once or twice a week. Mostly because that one's inconvenient, because I have to walk like almost a mile to get there. Maybe not a mile, it's like half a mile, but still. Let's see. It's not something you just check quickly. Well, I probably should slightly more often. And I feel like I got all the more important mail for the year, like all at the same time, right after Christmas. I'm not sure why, but like every single piece of important documentation other than my tax papers, I pretty much got like all within the same single day for some reason. It's better than doing ring fit squats. We might visit that game at some point. It is just so many squats though. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really have a New Year's resolution this year. Though I've still been doing last year's resolution, technically. Last year's was to drink no soda for a year. And I still have not gone back to drinking soda, mostly because there's no soda in the house, so I can't even physically go back to doing it, even if I wanted to. Yeah, we did that, we did that. Head on to the next one. Oh, come on, you can get full mana off of that. Is that enough damage? It is with boost ratio. One of the reasons why the gem dragons are a little bit better. Got a little bit of higher damage range. What do we need out of 12? Just 4? That's a lot of haste. That is a ton of haste right there. You're BP farming after stream if you want to join in. Yeah, I could a little. Honestly, I haven't played it since we did on Christmas or whenever that was. When we were doing it with Terry and everyone. I have not played it since then. We'll probably still do one more stream for it at some point to kind of wrap up everything we still need to finish. One of those requires getting more BP, though. Because I still don't have enough for all the legends. Although I think you have to do it in solo mode, not in group for those. I'm not sure. I haven't bothered looking into it. I still have not looked up any information on that game. There's probably like some kind of mega secret I just completely missed over. Well, we'll save that for next stream. Whenever we do it. Which so far this year, I haven't streamed anything other than Gems of War. I don't know what our next new game will end up being. Because I'm not too aware of anything coming out this year that I want to play other than Thousand Year Door Remake. Which I would personally say is one of like the top 5 Nintendo games ever made. Is pretty high up there. Not sure how well it would have aged because I think it came out in like 2003, 2004. But we'll find out. Let's see, 2, 3, and 5. I do recall it being the best Mario-related RPG they ever released, as well as just one of their top games they ever released. And it was the last one of the series, because every other Paper Mario since then has not been a Paper Mario game. Technically. Or at least doesn't use the Paper Mario formula. And that formula is still good, because we played Bug Fables a couple years ago. Which basically just took the exact copy-paste of the Super or the Paper Mario formula, and it still holds up. Even after like 2 decades. They just stopped making games like that for some reason. 2, 3, and 5. Hello, William. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Bill Warhammer. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. What do we need here? I don't know. What kind of good indie games have happened recently? Shouldn't Slay the Spire be making a sequel by now? That game feels like it's been out for forever and they still have not released a sequel and or other game that I'm aware of. Let's see. 13, 2, 3, 5. I'll take that one over. Is that game to Slay the Spire pretty late? But I feel like I would actually make a lot of content for it if I actually, like, got into it, like, right when the sequel started. Assuming it's pretty similar to the original Slay the Spire. Because we caught onto that game pretty quickly. It was actually a lot of fun. We did max difficulty everything, and I think it only took about 200 hours or so. It wasn't too bad. 13, 2, 3, 5. It was one of the more challenging games I've played in a while. Like, it's one of the games with difficulty scaling that I actually feel like worked really well in difficulty scaling. without just being like bullet sponge everything. Like the difficulty of it actually increased strategy rather than just increasing time. Oh, that thing better not die to Deathmark. Just did exactly what I said. Luckily, Rubrath will replace it. I kind of needed that. Luckily, we have like 2 other win conditions on the team. Let's see. 14, 2, and 4. Take the top row over here. How does the Paper Kingdom not burn to the ground? I think they did make a joke about that in one of the games. I can't remember where or when. But I'm pretty sure one of the Paper Mario games does make a direct joke to that. Let's see. 2 and 4. I'll take this one right over here. Oh yeah, we are getting a new Mythic this Friday. I forget if I mentioned it in the weekly video, but yeah, we are getting a new Mythic this Friday. I forget what it is off the top of my head. I literally went over on Sunday, though, and I already forget what it is. It must not be that relevant if I already forgot about it. Generally, if a Mythic is useless, I forget it exists. But yeah, we are getting a new Mythic this Friday. We're also getting a new Hero class this Friday. And hopefully I'll be able to cover both of them Friday morning. That is the game plan. We're going to waste like 2,000 gems to cover the Hero class, and then get the Mythic for basically free with how many spare keys we have. Oh, that reminds me. Do I even have that many gems to waste? Oh yeah, I do. We've repaired our gems a little bit. Why is our gems going up all of a sudden? What have I stopped spending so many gems on? I guess... Oh, you know why? Oh, I didn't even think about that. Because of PvP, I'm doing less Explore. Because I'm doing less Explore, we're getting less merchant offers. And because we're getting less merchant offers, I'm spending less gems. I was wondering why this number is moving up instead of down all this time. And it's actually the PvP update that did it. Not because the PvP update gives you more gems, but because it makes it you spend less gems. Because you don't have to spend any gems to do PvP. Whereas you technically have to spend gems while doing Explore if you want to get all the good merchant loot that you see. Obviously you don't have to, but you definitely feel tempted to. And yeah, that's actually why our number is going up. I was wondering why that's been going up over the last like few weeks. But yeah, since the 7.3 patch, we've been doing so much more PvP compared to Explore that yeah, our gems are actually going up because of it. Because I'm not wasting a bunch of gems on merchant offers. Well, not really wasting, but you know, I'm not spending gems on merchant offers because of that. Or at least not as often. At 14, we have 2 and 4. Let's move forward. And because of that, we can actually get some spare gems. Less gems spent on Under Spire 2. Well, that didn't make that big of a difference this week. Though we will save about, like, 600 gems this week on Under Spire compared to a normal week. We got the fire scroll. The fireball scroll. What do we have here? 15. We just have number 5. Take this one. And nothing else. Also, I hope the update gives us something to track at the bottom. We haven't had anything to track for almost a month now. And I feel like I need something to fill the empty void down there. Alright, let's see. I'll take a red into a red. Was the only one, right? That's it's like the only room here that has like nothing. That and 18. Oh, and I guess 10. Oh, and I guess the first one. Oh yeah, I guess there's actually several of them here. Never mind. About 15. Yeah, only has the one. That's hello, Jason. Welcome, welcome. All right, what do we need? We'll take a red. Hit the Doom because it's by far the biggest threat. Also has the most durability. Actually, I say that. They're actually pretty similar durability. Oh, come on. All that red and no extra turn. The Gem Dragons are so bad at extra turning compared to the Cosmics. Like, they have a chance, but it seems so small comparatively. Alright, where are we at? 16. We have just haste, so all we have to take is 3. Nice. So we shall grab it. Yeah, I was right. I said we'd reach about 20. It looks like we're going to reach, well, about 20. That works out. And then we should be able to finish it by Friday night. Have I gotten the random deed book from it yet? No. The reason I haven't is I haven't claimed my 6,500 yet this week. Because we haven't done 6,500 yet this week. But I need that to get the last bit of gold marks I need for another deed book. I think for now I'm going to hold even once I do get it, though. And the main reason I want to hold on it is mostly because of if there's ever something else we might be able to use them on. Because I highly doubt they're going to nerf what you can use them on. If anything, they're going to buff it. And obviously, we're going to be getting a lot of PvP updates this year. So even though our first 3 we spent on deed books, I think I'm actually going to hoard the rest of my gold marks. Just in case they add something new to use it on next patch that's actually worthwhile. That isn't just deed books. Like, deed books will still always probably be pretty good value for them. But if there's something unique we can actually spend them on, starting next patch or starting in like a patch or 2 from now, then obviously we'd want to spend it on that rather than on deed books until we have whatever that unique thing is. So we're actually going to start hoarding all of our gold marks, especially now that we're not going to be getting any from leaderboard most likely. We still can, and we might still try. But obviously it's going to get increasingly harder to get leaderboard gold marks. Meaning the only we're really going to be getting is the 80 per week from the 6.5k. I think that's going to be our total amount of gold marks per week. Which is a relatively slow accumulation rate if they add something that requires like 1,000 of it or something. So I kind of want to start hoarding preemptively. But then we'll just throw it all into deed books. Because if it refreshes every single day, if we save like 1,000 gold marks, we could spend all that within under a week. Like, it's not going to take that long to go spend it all, but it will take a while to actually go earn it all. So I'm just hoarding it until a later point at this point. Then we did the 3 deed book opening initially. We got 3 greens, oddly enough, too. All 3 of my initial deed books were green, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I already maxed out the Green Kingdom for Magic. So I didn't really necessarily need more green. Obviously, the main one we need is purple, and we didn't get a single purple, unfortunately. I guess triple green isn't the worst thing we could have gotten. Though, definitely not the best. Alright, floor 18. Is there anything worth taking here? Well, nope. Just 2. Because we got an easier fight, I guess. I'll hand out the code once we finish out Tower of Doom. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I forget if I mentioned it last night. I think I did, but I can't remember if I did. But we got more codes from Jetto, finally. I think Inky actually mentioned it last night. I'm not sure if I acknowledged it during the stream. I was aware of it. I'm not sure if I actually mentioned it at any point. But yeah, we did get more Jetto codes, so we are stocked up and ready to go. We also got a special code of some kind. I didn't even bother checking to see what it is. I'm trying to think of what holiday even happens this month. Is there even one? Other than New Year's that already happened? Because normally I save it for the holiday, but is there even a holiday in January? Normally? I can't think of one. I'm not even sure what the pet is because of that. Also, hello, Defiant. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. That could be interesting to compare drop rates and if they are basically even or weighted. Wait, for what? Let's see. Random deed books from PvP gold marks. Well, so far I only have 3 data points, and all 3 were green. Oh no, is someone keeping a master list of, like, everyone's deed book? Because I can add 3 green to that drop table, which might skew it in favor of green. But I did indeed get 3 green. Let's see. Take that one over. Yeah, 7 books now. You got 3 green, 2 blue, a red, a yellow, and no brown and no purple. Interesting. Alright, we're at 19. We have a 3 and a 5. And it does look like we'll easily make it to 20 then. Can actually go a little bit further than that. You wrote a 1,500 word love letter full of hellos and hugs. I'm pretty sure that'd be too long to even fit in a YouTube comment. I know, because if I ever accidentally try to paste in the whole code list, it already says that's too long, and that's barely even like 50 words. Oh, more so random numbers and letters, but you know, still technically words. Okay, what do we have here? 19. We have 3, 5. Oh, I could track my thing for a year on random books. I don't feel like we'll get enough random books to bother tracking it. Especially since I'll be hoarding them going forward right now. But even if I wasn't, we're only earning like 3 a month. Let's say I have some other way to earn them in the future. Or, you know, gold marks, that is. But otherwise, we're only getting 3 per month. Assuming we don't make leaderboards, of course. Could be way higher if we do, but once we get into diamond rank, I'm not sure we're ever making leaderboard again. Because I'm not sure I'm going to bother on any given week getting like 100,000 plus PvP points just to get essentially a deed book. I don't know, maybe we'll break it down into time and see. But I believe you have to do, once we get to diamond rank, I believe you're legitimately going to have to do 30 hours of PvP in a week to get 1 deed book. The value of a deed book in money is like barely even $2. We'd have to do like 30 hours of PvP to get a $2 deed book. I was like, hello, Andresia. Welcome, welcome. This doesn't seem worth it. At that point, I would almost go just buy a deed book. Alright, we have 4 and 2. But in diamond rank, it's literally going to be like 20, 30 hours for a single deed book. Essentially. Of course, you're getting a bunch of other loot along the way. Obviously, the main reason you're doing it is probably for the deed book. Oh, he actually revived. That's not nice. Worst part is I'm going to randomly feed him red that he needs to go transform. End of year book opening 2024? Let's see. 4 and 2. I'll take out this one. Yeah, we should be able to get one more Valraven. I think we can actually take out the next floor as well. Say hello, Chad, if I didn't already say hi. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we'll throw that down. Get a poke. Get a poke again. And that's already a match. And of course you don't extra turn, though. It doesn't matter. We already won. There we go. So hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Alright, 20. It was just 4 and 2. We have taken 4 and 2. And we have 2 fireballs and a heroism. So we might actually be able to finish tomorrow, then. If we get good Valraven luck, I think we have enough to finish tomorrow. That will be like 1 fight off or something. Depends how many buff rooms there are along the way. Or lucky rooms. Which will consume a little bit into our sigils. But otherwise, I think we have enough to finish it out tomorrow. Between our fireballs and heroisms. Alright, what do we have? We're on floor 21 already. The only thing we have is 5. And we should get a Valraven on this fight. And if it isn't this fight, the very first fight tomorrow should be Valraven. Yep, the very first fight tomorrow will be Valraven. Oh, don't summon. What are you doing? You're delaying the inevitable. There we go. Yeah, it's been done. We're out of sigils. We almost got all that shiny loot. So close yet so far. Alright, next. What do we need to go do? So that's Tower of Doom. I said we would hand out a code after Tower of Doom, and that is Tower of Doom completed. So here you guys go. Have a code. Let me just go open my code section real quick. Wherever I'm keeping that. How many codes do I still have left? Obviously, I have a whole new batch. How many do I still have left from last month? We want to say 5. Loading, loading, loading. How long is it? How on earth is it taking so long to open a text document with 5 lines of text? Go, 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 go. I didn't pre-open it because I thought like, oh, it wouldn't take that long. It is stuck on a loading screen of opening a text document. I think it's the longest I've ever seen it load. Why on earth is it taking so long? It could take like, oh, there it goes. How many codes do we have left? We have, yep, I was right. We have exactly 5. Oh, here's one of them. There goes go. There's the redeem code. Oh, 1 second. There's a redeem code used on gemsware.com for the game code section. Your invite code is in the settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. Alright, next. Things we still need to go do. I need to get the rest of these crowns, but I want to see if we can get them in PvP. I completely forget if you can. But if you can, we're probably just going to get them all there. We have a faction assault. I'll probably save that for a little bit later. Don't want to do that quite yet. Guess we'll take out adventure board. Oh, 50 gems. Nice. Add to the pile. So we'll take this, take the handful of diamonds. Also, thank you whoever just claimed the code first. Greatly appreciate it. Did we get 69 codes from Jetto? No, we got about 50. Or 40. Somewhere around there. I'm not sure the exact number. I don't normally count, and I'm not sure she normally says how many it is. But it looks like anywhere from like 40-ish to 50-ish. Which means on average we can hand out almost 2 a day. Though of course some days we hand out more, some days we hand out less. Depending on if something special is happening. Like this Friday, given that we have the new mythic and the new class, we'll probably hand out slightly more. Whereas Thursday, where we don't even have a class event, we'll probably hand out slightly less. Actually, there's literally no event going on Thursday. Which seems kind of weird, because normally we have an event going on like almost every single day. But we actually have literally 0 event this Thursday. Because whenever they bring in a new class on Friday, there's no Thursday class event on Thursday. Making it so there's essentially no event at all. Well, you know, aside from weeklies and standard dailies that always occur. But there's like no new event coming in on Thursday like there normally is. Oh, we got a new class on Friday because of that. Alright, grab our little bit of diamonds. We'll go ahead to dungeon then. And I think we're actually heading to PvP, oddly enough. I just want to double check to see if you can actually get the, what's his names during it. Because I completely forgot. I'm not sure if someone mentioned in chat. I'm pretty sure someone did and I didn't see it. But can you actually get the crown troops in PvP? Because I always just did in Explore because it's quicker to get them in Explore. But in this situation, we might want to multitask it with PvP. Assuming it's possible. Put it to a vote? Well, that's not really a vote situation. That's more so, is it or is it not? That's not like an opinion question. It is a definitive yes or no answer. Let's see. Hello, Black. Welcome, welcome. Now we'll take that, get over our mana back, which we're gonna need because our whole team is dying somehow. Oh, yes, you can? You got almost all of them in PvP? Okay. Nice. Yeah, I thought so. I just wasn't 100% sure because normally I do them in Explore. But it'll basically take 0 time if we do it in PvP since we're going to do it anyways. I really wish this mythic had a higher than 0% chance to extra turn. It'd be so nice. Come on, Catherix. You know you could do it. Eventually. At some point, he will land extra turn. With that fraction of a decimal, he will eventually land it. How long have I played Gems of War? Upwards of 15,000 hours. Actually, I think we can actually see it right over here, too. Where do you check, game overview? We have played for... This is just on this account, too. This doesn't count any alt account that we've had. We have played for basically 15,000 hours. In, like, 44 more hours. Though I've played on way over 15,000 if you count every account we've ever done. Oh, and just accounts this one, of course. But, yeah, we've played a lot. A little bit less in recent years, but still a lot. What's kind of funny is that's not even the highest amount of time I have in any game. I would actually say it's the third highest. Even with that number, that's not even the most amount of time I have in a game. The other two are RuneScape / Old School RuneScape, which is literally running in the background right now, actually. And well, it's mostly because that game is like 80% AFK, so it's kind of easy to rack up a huge playtime in it. And the other one is Warcraft 3. Plus Dota 2 if you count that on top of it. To bolster it a few thousand extra hours. Actually, Dota 2 is the reason I even downloaded Steam. I never would have even found Gems of War if I never got into Dota 2. I adopted Dota 2 like a year after it came out, but then like almost everyone stopped playing like Dota 1. Not everyone, but a lot of the player base obviously moved to Dota 2. And because of that, I was like, I guess I should probably go download it eventually, and then I did in 2013. And we found Gems of War in 2014. Anyways, what was it doing? I was clearing out adventure board. Are we done? We're also doing dungeon. Are we done? Alright, both of those two are cleared out, which means the only thing still remaining is the faction, the Underspire, and PvP. And oddly enough, I think we're doing PvP next, instead of ending with it for once. I said, hello, Miss Insane. Welcome. Alright, what are we looking for here? I guess we're just following silver marks. Where's our current silver marker? We got war gear. Oh, we never did cover the PvP video yet. I need to go do that. I meant to today, but got distracted by the dryer situation. Because obviously, they were making too much noise for me to record during that time. And then after that, because I was taking a nap during it, I was just like so tired that I just kind of kept napping. Because I like was partially napping during it. And then afterwards doing that got me tired, so I just kind of kept doing it. Oh, he just denied all my blues. I needed those. Oh, I'll take that over. Get a pokety poke. Is that kill range? Yeah. That's why we carry the war gear. I mean, that's why we carry the Wolf Garrick. I even got MVP. In all fairness, the actual MVP is Todd. However, he did technically do all the damage, or almost all the damage. Could you convert again purple to green? That would be good if we had alignment. If only we got into Monster Hunter. Oh, the new game's coming out in what, 2025? A little bit weird that they announced it like a year and a half early. I always hate when games do that. Like they announce a game and then it's like, oh, sorry, 2 years from now. But no, I think we'll finally get into a Monster Hunter game. I said that last cycle and we never did, but this time around I think we will. It's a franchise I've been meaning to get into for a very, very long time and just haven't. Who's the biggest threat here? I guess the one that creates draining gems. Surprisingly, we actually have alignment there. Oh, that's also kill range. Good thing this kingdom has almost 0 troops that have immune to Devour. Oddly enough, I think one of the only troops, if not the only troop with immune to Devour in this kingdom is Wolf Garrick himself. Which is kind of funny. The main Devourer of the place is the main counter to the Devourer. Because I can't think of anything else in this kingdom that has Impervious. other than him. It's technically hero if you run it with it. Oh yeah, whoever said that earlier, yep, you can indeed get the thingies here. It's way slower than doing the Explorer. Somehow this is just our first one. If we were an Explorer, we'd already have all 10 by now. However, if we're going to be doing PvP anyways, might as well get them done here. Even if it only takes 5 minutes doing an Explorer, that's 5 minutes extra that I would have been needing to do. You know what, I think I'm going to go use a 15-minute booster. Just so we don't have to go do the Explore thing. And just do it over top of PvP. So we'll do that for 15 minutes, and then we'll go head over to the other 2 modes that we need to go do. I think that's a game plan. Let me go grab our code we just handed out. Let me go grab that thing right over there. And there we go, 15 minutes. I just clicked the timer as if to start the timer. I forgot I haven't opened it. Oh well. We can guesstimate 15 minutes. Also, where on earth is my location? We got Monster, which unfortunately is not the quickest of locations. I'm actually going to take the easier fight, I think. It's not the worst location, but it's definitely not the quickest. There's another one of those Mydnight things. Alright, get all of our mana going. Get our Megavore going. You guys need to go get your mana already. There you go. Throw a Megavore at you. I'm doing that as if he's going to run away. He actually can't physically run away. Not sure why I feel like he can, but he very much cannot. I think we need to find 7 more of him today. So that bug where you get an extra 1,000 is only if you do the 19th and then do the 20th. But we could try doing that tomorrow then, I guess. Because I'm not sure if I'm getting that much PvP rating today. But we could try that to see if we get a free extra 1,000 VP. Because that could help out a lot. Getting 1,000 extra VP for doing nothing. Why will getting diamond rank in PvP be so important? It's not that important. The only thing it really does is make silver marks easier to get. Beyond that, it doesn't really do anything for the most part. It's really just to make silver marks farming quicker. And obviously, once you have everything that silver marks are used for, then it becomes very not that useful. However, they're likely going to add more things to use silver marks on in upcoming patches. Because in the current state of the game, once you have every pet, silver marks are pointless. Unless you're going to use them on those useless buff thingies. But that will be probably changing once they add more PvP updates. But currently, it's mostly just to get all the pets quicker. But beyond that, having a high VP, having a high rank doesn't really do much. Because obviously having a high rank will make it near impossible to actually win first. So if anything, you're actually getting less gold marks per week, not more. But you're getting substantially more silver marks per week. I would love if I could land a damage source to full mana. There we go. A little overkill there, but we'll take it. How many more do we need? Just one more. Do we bother with the box trader team? Sure, for almost double the points. Might as well. A little more mana. We're almost there. What's the point of winning in each location? You get silver marks. And currently the only thing you can really use silver marks for is pets. But it is subject to change in the future. We'll probably have more things to use it on. But for now, it's just for getting all the PvP pets. Because otherwise, you can just camp one location and just go crazy on VP farming. Which I assume a lot of people, like, absurdly high VP are doing that. I'm not sure the quickest location to do this week. I want to say purple is probably the quickest. Just because the mana accumulators we have access to. How on earth did you miss that? Also, why did I not take an extra turn? Just sitting there. But we still got an extra turn out of it, oddly enough. Right, there's another one. The crown guy's down. Hopefully after the 15-minute booster, we'll have all of them done. Let's take any easier fights here so we can go to the next one. Since we're mostly going for silver marks at the moment. Wargear with Todd. That is pretty quick. I'm not sure if that's quicker than killing everything simultaneously, though. Because you basically have to double kill and double kill there. You don't really have access to killing them all at once. Whereas in purple, you can run Diamantina and or Stellarix. Because I personally feel like purple with Stellarix has been going really quick. Of course, that does require Stellarix, which a lot of people don't have. Also, apparently a lot of people, because I noticed the viewer number on the Stellarix video is absurdly low. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. Like, I'm pretty sure less than 1 people in the game even have Stellarix right now. It's actually really hard to get. I wouldn't say it's the hardest troop currently in the game to get, but it is pretty high up there on the difficult to obtain meter. Can I answer some questions not about Gems of War? Sure. What questions are they? Answer all the questions, assuming I see them in chat. You don't have Todd? Yeah, Todd makes war gear super free. He's kind of required to do war gear quickly. Without him, war gear might actually be kind of slow. He's the main thing that makes war gear quick. Without it, you're gonna have to empower into, like, I guess you could use the Guardian Troop. Like, empower into the Guardian Troop or something. Wouldn't be that bad. Oh, did we just get back-to-back Orc? Well, that makes it easy. I can tell because we only have one fight, and we definitely did more than one fight here. Why did I check literally the next fight after? I literally just checked it. It's like, oh, maybe it moved up by 4. Let's see. My sense of time is non-existent sometimes. Oh, that's a miss, though somehow still got it. Gosh, I love this team. I don't feel like I would ever use it for a normal fight. But I'm glad some of these PvP restrictions actually make this team viable. Because I like the premise of this team. There's never really an instance to bring it out. And now with the restriction like Orc, it's actually meta. Oh, you want to ask out a girl one of your classes? Actually, I ended up doing that in, near the end of high school. There was a girl I had a crush on. We're actually really good friends for a while. Though never really went anywhere, though, unfortunately. But we're really, really good friends, though. I don't know, I would just say just do it if you feel like you want to do it. Though I would definitely not be a good person to go to for dating advice. I've not been in a relationship since literally that relationship I just mentioned. So it's been like a good decade now. Let's see. What do we need here? We need one more. You farmed another 1 million gold in PvP today? Nice. Oh, what do we need? We'll go for 1 there. Does the item printer definitely give love balls? Yes, it definitely does. It gives every apricorn ball in existence, including Master, Sports, Love, Beast Balls, Safari, all the standard ones. Yeah, absolutely every single one. I'm not sure if its drop rate is different for it, because I haven't actually looked up the data for it, because I haven't looked up anything on the game yet to avoid spoilers still. But, I'm not sure if their drop rates are different, but they're all definitely in there. 100% for sure. Because I've seen at least one of each by now. I would love if this game loaded sometime. Is this the PvP lag everyone's talking about? It got stun locked for like 10 seconds there. Almost never happens to us, oddly enough. Oh yeah, this is the one team I was considering farming PvP with. I feel like this is one of our quickest options we have, assuming you own Stellarix. Which is a big assumption because I know a lot of people don't, but still. Since we do, I think this is honestly the quickest section we could do. We just immediately Leprechaun, get everything rolling, cast this like 3 times, and we win. And ideally, it'll extra turn each time. And sometimes it kills in 2 shots instead of 3. I'm pretty sure that's our quickest option. And if you even don't have Stellarix, you can still run similar with Diamantina, though it's slightly slower. In all fairness, you can technically run it with any troop there. This has a really good mana accumulation base. Wand, Thrall, Leprechaun into your damage source is really good. Nice thing about Stellarix, it just has good extra turn potential after it. It does still miss occasionally, though. Oh, what do we need here? That one, that one. Let's take this one. It's the only one you want. I'm not sure how many spare love balls I have, but yeah, I can give you a couple. Is the love ball drop rate good? I have no clue what drop rate is. Though normally, oh no, it's a little bit weird in Scarlet and Violet, because they've made it artificially rarer in some situations in the game. But normally the love ball's drop rate is the same as the other ones. It's normally only the sport ball, the Safari ball, and the Master ball that they normally make slightly rare. Most of the other balls are in like the same category. I haven't looked up the actual drop rate, so I don't know. Does PvP count towards the Kingdom Pass? Yes. Actually, I learned that today as well. Because normally I just always do an Explorer. I kind of assumed it was possible, because normally they're everywhere where gnomes can be found. But yes, you do get Kingdom Pass progress for doing PvP. That's why we're actually doing the EXP booster here. Because I was trying to get all 10 of my crowns for today off of PvP. Which I think we're almost done with at this point. Once we do, we'll go change over to one of the other 2 modes we still gotta go do. Probably do Under Spire next and then finish it with the faction event. Honestly, I almost feel like skipping the faction event. I'm very tempted to skip on it. It's like 20 minutes for 2 orbs and a Volkey. Like, that's not bad, but it's also not, like, good. Like, it's not bad nor good. It's like a weird in-between. Let's see. Which one do we need here? We are just not important enough to be read out aloud? No, that's not true. I don't know, I just don't read everything because it would be kind of impossible if I read, like, literally every chat that's ever chatted in chat. Also, if some of it's just not really relevant to read a lot of times. What do we need here? Kill you first. I just realized you have immune to devour. I realized that halfway through my click. Whoops. Actually, half that team has immune to devour, oddly enough. Is Andresia Lester? No, I saw your other Pokemon comment. Alright, I'll take the green, grab a... what else do we even need here? Take a blue, I guess. Got Truffle down. I'm Beatrix. Truffle's is better, Beatrix. Same difference. I will take that one over. Beatrix again, Beatrix again. Yeah, I still prefer Truffle over Beatrix. Beatrix is really good, though. It's not as good... It's not as spammable as Truffle, though. That's what I like about him. Oh, what do we need? We'll take that over. Not sure why I thought that would give us mana. Oh, it actually did. There we go. Well, if it cascades enough, we'll eventually find the mana we need. Still trying to think what we could do to improve this team. I guess replace out Great Maul for Hero? Oh, no, we already have Hero. Oh, no, there's just not a good Empower here, is there? I think the only Empower in this whole kingdom is Dust Devil, and obviously Dust Devil doesn't do anything for this team. Because Dust Devil in itself is actually a pretty bad troop. Like, obviously, it's like the meta with the Ironhawk team. But ignoring that one very specific build, Dust Devil on its own is pretty abysmal of a troop. It's only the main team combo that he has for synergy that makes him good. Not the troop itself. Alright, did we find all of our crowns yet today? Because whatever we don't have left, I think I might just Dust Devil the rest. Where are we on PvP rating? We still haven't hit our 6.5k. Gotta focus on that a little bit more later this week. But for now, I still need to go find, what, 2 more crowns? No, I already found them all. Which would explain why we're not getting any more. Let's go claim all of our loot. I don't think we get anything special here, though. We just get the pet upgraded one more further. No purchase. I just want to see what it is. No, I don't want to purchase it. I just want to see the reward! Isn't that the Guardian guy? That means we finally get him starting tomorrow. The new barrier guy. Yeah, this guy, the half Daemon Knight. I think that's him right there, right? It sure looks like him. So yeah, we finally get the half Daemon Knight tomorrow then. Because we currently still have 0 copies of him. Alright, there's a scythe. Where's the other weapon? When I was doing it, going over during the video, I could not find that other weapon. Apparently, I still can't find it. Where on earth is the other weapon? There should be 2 weapons over here, right? Am I going crazy? I thought they always did 2 weapons on the paid side. There's scythe. How on earth do you get that other weapon, then? I'm so confused. The scythe's actually really good, though. It deals a bunch of damage to all enemies, and if the enemy dies, it converts all red to hourglass. What's the other weapon sourced from, then, if not from this? I don't know. Anyways, let's see. We did that. Power level can't go up. Oh, yeah, we still gotta go do the trials. Are we doing that tonight? Are we gonna attempt trying to get through those 2 trials? If we do, that means we can't go do dungeon. Or, I mean, the faction event. Which, honestly, I think that's a good trade-off. Because getting those 2 pets, oh no, it doesn't really save us resources. If anything, it actually costs us some resources. What's your convert again? Brown to skull. I feel tempted to click it. Yeah, this troop is so bad compared to the other converter. Because you have to waste time figuring out where you want to put the armor. Even if you're spam clicking it, still wastes time. Because it brings up the whole menu prompt. So I'll throw down 50 gems today. Not sure how many days we have to do it to actually get to where we want to go. Well, we'll keep doing it. Yeah, the weapon on the free side becomes paid, and the weapon on the paid side becomes free. That's generally how the Kingdom Passes work. Is any weapons on the free side will become the $5 money locked weapon, and any weapons on the paid side become free in Soulforge later. Or not literally free, but you know what I mean. Like you can earn it with in-game currency. What did I even click on? Wait, who did I even click on there? Whatever I first clicked on, I did not mean to click on them. A bit of a miss. Don't even have alignment. Gonna have to waste that just to go get down. Luckily, you can't stop them all, so we just go poke into a poke. Yeah, gosh, is under Spire so slow. This team is abysmal. We don't really have much of a better choice. We'll have that Guardian guide starting tomorrow, but I don't think he actually speeds up anything. If anything, he slows us down if we go him instead of the... oh, I should have converted that! No! We actually had some good alignment, but I saw the 5 times. It was like, ooh, shiny. But then I missed out on the other thing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, now we have alignment again. We'll take that one over because it's free. We'll take that one over. Actually, should just cast the Hellhound thing. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what do we have? We have a 26 and we have a 24. I said, hello, Haley! Welcome, welcome! Happy New Year! Hope you had a wonderful holidays. You need Kinky's bots on here? Do we even have Skull Alignment here? We do not. We still do not. Oh, we just actually got a Terror kill for once. I haven't seen one of those this stream yet. What kind of nuts am I allergic to? I'm not even sure what the category is. I just avoid all nuts. It's just easier that way. Yeah, hopefully this thing just randomly dies to terror. Also, did I just leave that purple there, or that blue there, or the other thing there? We could just kill it off of that. We got him terrored. If we can get lucky, we win. Or we can just do that. Hello, Chad. Welcome, welcome. Alright, we got a 39 and a 34. We'll go down this way. Honestly, I feel tempted to go down the double path route down there. I'll try for Skull from Sky. We didn't get it. We got a Skull to fall from Sky, just not in the location we needed it. Do we have alignment? No. We could do that. Oh, we have found door. I'll take that one over. Grab poke. Grab nothing. Oh, I had alignment. Let's see. Can I do anything here? No. Still no, but we're still gonna cast it. That's not gonna stop me. Oh wait, we actually did have a skull there. I didn't see it up there. Looking at the bottom area. Oh, we have 5. I'm actually tempted to go down the double path, oddly enough. I feel like this is the way. I'm feeling double path. I'm feeling down on double. I'll take that over. Grab alignment. And down it goes. Yeah, I'm gonna just go down again, I think. Just one big straight line downwards. Kind of like that big beacon we had last time that was straight up into a boss room. Give it a shot and see what happens. Do we have any alignment here? No. How about now? No. Still no. Still no. That's good enough. Might as well just do it. There we go. At no point did we have alignment, but still won. Actually, we have exactly enough to make it to the boss room if this path is correct. Which also means, oddly enough, on the week that we don't need to be doing a bunch of Underspire, I think we're on track for a perfect Underspire. Oh, we better not be. Because if we're on a perfect track for Underspire, I might actually keep going. It might actually convince me to keep going. If we somehow make it all the way to the 4th area on a perfect streak, which I highly, highly, highly doubt we're going to do, I guess we'd have to keep going until we get it. Oh, never mind. We got a dead end. Thank you. Perfect. Scratch that plan. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Oh, I will take that over. No incentive to go do the whole place now. Oh, double dead end? Well, we'll take the dead end room, I guess. Now we'll take our skull. We're not gonna de-wrench Chad. He hasn't done anything yet. I don't think. Let's see. We'll take a green over. Alright, can we get a troop for once? That is not a troop, or anything for that matter. And it looks like it was over there the whole time. Unfortunate. But that's for tomorrow. All we have to do is make it to the 4th section, so we don't have to go that far. Alright, we have 2 things left. Underspire and... Oh, never mind. I already did Underspire. Faction and... Wait, is Faction the only thing left? Ah, Faction's the only thing left. Never mind. Oh, no. Are we going to do Faction? I guess we'll go do Faction. It's the only thing left, right? Unless we want to go do more PvP. Oh, there was also the trials. I don't know, we could easily do trials tomorrow or some other day. We don't have to do them right now. But I feel tempted to at least attempt them, though. Let's see if we can get, like, 1 trial further. You need the team? Which team? But yeah, I guess we'll go do we'll go do the faction. I do want to at least attempt 1 trial run. See if we can get a really lucky terror kill. Wow, we did! Okay, now I'll just do that again. Let's see. It actually did the thing. It actually did the thing. I would love if we had alignment. I would love if we had alignment round 2. I would love if we had alignment. Hasn't changed. Let's see. Actually, wait, did we just have alignment? Wait, now that I think about it, hold up. I forgot about the blue thing. Hold, I think we just had alignment. You guys need to stop shuffling and start fleeing. Alright, there we go. That's some solid alignment right there. Alright. Oh, we need skull. We'll take that one. No, it keeps triggering on the wrong one. Let me tear that last slot because him constantly resummoning is going to be the worst part. That's the highest priority to kill here by far. I gained barrier. That's not ideal. I almost feel like removing it, but the other guy's more of a threat. No! Don't try terroring him. Though I just realized. Has anyone tested? Does terror hit through barrier? Because it makes them flee. So flee probably hits through barrier. I've never seen it yet. Has anyone actually seen that happen yet? Because Deathmark can't hit through barrier. That'd be actually kind of interesting if terror can. Because since it's a flee mechanic, it might actually hit through. It did! Alright, well that confirms that. Terror does 100% hit through barrier. Which makes sense, because triggering flee does hit through barrier. Like the action of flee would hit through barrier. But that's interesting. Because that's a mechanic Deathmark doesn't even have. That's pretty cool. How useful that is questionable, but it will definitely occasionally get kills when you wouldn't have otherwise. Like we just did literally right there. Yeah, 100% confirmed. Terror does hit through barrier. Honestly, Terror is actually kind of good. It's like Deathmark in that it barely feels like it's ever doing anything until it does. But when it does, it's actually not that bad. Like, at all. Especially if we get the kill right here. Come on, you know you want to. Got lucky. At some point, you'll trigger it. Do I have alignment? No. How about now? Still no. How about now? It's not getting any better. Oh, now it is. Let's match. Even need the last terror to kill it. And there we go, another copy of it. And one more, and we'll have it max. You know what? Let's see if we can get lucky. Let's go for it again. We did so lucky on the first one. Let's see if we can do the same thing again. We just need to get an instant terror kill. How hard could that possibly be? Let's hope so. Come on, we need more terrors. Go, go, go. He does a thing. Oh, that's not good. Restart. Let's try that again. Yeah, I forgot. This fight's actually hard. We just got really lucky, so it didn't seem that hard. But this fight is actually absurdly hard. We just got absurdly lucky on the previous one. So it didn't actually seem like it's hard. But it actually is hard. Alright, maybe we're not doing this other one right now. We'll give it like 3 more attempts. If we get obliterated instantly on each one, I want at least like one good attempt on it. Before it knocks us out within seconds again. Do we play it out? I have alignment, might as well. That's like no skulls though. We can do that. Yeah, this one's over. Yeah, we'll give it a few attempts. If we don't get a good run, we'll save it for tomorrow. Because this could honestly take like half an hour to an hour just to get a good enough run to kill this out. Could be heavily dependent on getting a billion terrors down. And not having a start like that. In all fairness, I was kind of just baiting it to do that at that point. A lot of safer locations we could have done. But we gotta rack up as many extra turns as we possibly can early on. Ideally on last slot. Where it'd be the most effective. That's a lot of value. That's a lot of value. Right, everything has been terrored. And we do know that it can multi-trigger as well, which is kind of cool. We can get the max amount from this and then get straight into alignment. Alright, really solid start. If we could just get a free terror kill here, I think we won. Alright, no free terror kill. Gonna have to manually kill them all with skulls. I was gonna say, there has to be at least one cascade in all that mess. Oh, good. We have realignment. Oh, this is working out so well. Now, if both of those, or all three of them, could just die to terror right now, that'd be great. I guess just poke him. But then he pokes us back, so I should actually bigger poke him. But then that blocks us on mana. Let me just take that then. Oh, we got free skull though, unfortunately. Ooh, okay, that's not ideal, but let's get our blues. Come on, terror. Just trigger. Trigger already. We have a chance. We have such a solid chance here. As long as Bonehound dies to terror next turn, we win. Let's see. I don't want to take that. Is that our only move? That's bad if so. Ooh, that's not ideal. Luckily, I do need green. If this surges, I guess it's not that bad. It did not surge, though. Wow, this board has, like, no moves on it. Okay, I'm going to be forced to have to take that purple, but I could take it in a way that's safe. I can also take vertical brown, which forces them into a red that gives us a skull. Up, or we'll just take from the top. Alright, now he was forced to take the red. Unfortunately, he actually needs the red, and now he's going to summon the Hound, and now it's going to start to break apart. Because I'll do that. And then he'll do his thing. I kind of just want to go for Purple Surge. Okay, good. We did get it. He did miss, which is huge. I'm just not sure we could do enough follow-up. Let's see. We do that. Okay, they're both terrored. There's a small chance. There be a chance. The smallest of small chances, but there's a chance in there. I just need to get really lucky off of terror. Come on, please, just kill the Bonehound already. Literally, we auto-win the second Bonehound dies to terror. Pretty much. Do I have alignment? No. I'm gonna have to go try for it. No, we missed! No! We have to get a super lucky double terror kill to win. Yeah, double terror is the only way we win here. Or at least a single terror, because I don't think he can immediately kill us next turn. Nope, he got unterrored. We lost. Oh, come on. That was so close. Yeah, we lose. Best we could do is poke it for a few skulls, but he has like 800 armor. Or 800 durability. Oh, that was so close. You don't have any way to apply terror, do you? Oh! Wait, there's still a chance. Wait. There's the smallest of smallest chances right now. If I take 3 skulls and he immediately dies to terror, we win. I have to do that without him touching me a single time. If we could take 3 skulls and kill the other one with terror, without this one triggering terror, but with the other one immediately triggering terror. That is so unlikely. Though not impossible. We'll take that. He'll do a thing. Alright, there's our second skull. What is the safest way to take this? I guess downwards here. I can also take it vertical here, but that's really scary. Oh, wait. I have to do... Oh, wait. Oh, no. I lose. I can't stop all of them. I could try horizontal here and try for blue sky. What's our highest extra turn chance here? Yeah, I would have to try for double blue. What's our other alternative? I could take over here. Oh, wait. There's a visible extra turn blue. Oh, that's huge. If he just dies to terror, we win. If we actually win this. But yeah, if he dies to this terror, we win. Alright, that all moves down by 3. That's fine. Wait, does it? No, the other one moves slightly further down. That shouldn't matter, though, right? Yeah, that shouldn't matter. He can't take a skull from it unless he gets it from Sky. And he didn't get it from Sky. Please, die to terror! Please! This literally comes down to, does he die to terror before he gets full mana? Okay, I'm just gonna take a red and hope he doesn't get skull there. Alright, then I take this skull. Please die to terror already. Oh, I think I have to cast blue just to try to overwrite the skulls. Oh, no, I can take it this way and he still has no skull option. Please die to terror already! There's a 10% chance we win every turn we survive. We just have to survive long enough that we trigger a 10% before we cast. Triggered already? Gosh, this is gonna be so down to the wire. Any move that prevents him from getting either red or green. I guess this is vertically and hope he doesn't get a skull there. Actually, I can take it this way, which makes us even safer. Just double checking that there isn't any kind of backfire. Oh, we got it! Easy. Wow. What a barely win. That thing just killed half a team. With like 10 skulls and a terror. Wow. I think that was our closest trial fight yet. Anyways, I guess we'll go do Under Spire now. So let's go ahead on extra code. We're going on the second code. Here you guys go. And then we're going to go, I guess, do the entirety of, not Under Spire. I keep saying Under Spire. I mean the faction event. But we actually got it. Right, there you guys go. There's redeem code. Use on gemsaward.com for the game code section. Invite codes in the sending menu. Redeem codes right over there in chat. And give the same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, all that good stuff. And definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Anyways, oh, that was fun. Honestly, I really like trials. Just because of moments like that can happen. What do we need here? Do I need this pet? I do not. Okay, let me go. Let's just go do the last event we have then. Which is the faction event for today. Did I set up a team here yet? I did not. Let me go grab it from the video. We mentioned what? This team? No, not that. Yeah, no, not that team. Oh, that is a team we could use. I think I just use standard guards avatar. And then we switch over to some armor. I don't have armor set up. Well, we'll go set one up then. And there we go. Alright, let's go just clear through this real quick. It's like 15 minutes for like 2 orbs and a Volky. It's still both worth it and not worth it at the same time. There we go. Alright, let's go do it. Let's clear through them all. Oh, we got pretty average luck there. I felt like it took us about a dozen turns to land a 10% chance. Maybe even more than that. So we actually went a little on the unlucky side there. But it did eventually die. That's one nice thing about Terror. Unlike Deathmark, when you reapply Terror, it doesn't have a 1-turn delay like Deathmark does. But yeah, honestly, Terror is really growing on me as probably the strongest insta-kill effect in the game. I actually like it more than Deathmark. It is really grown on me. Like, initially it seemed a bit underwhelming, but honestly, it is really, really good. We just need better troops to apply Terror is the problem. Like, the only good troop we have that does anything with Terror is the Legend. And that's it. That's the whole list. Is that one single Legend. That's basically like Glaceon, but for Terror. That's pretty much the whole list of viable Terror troops. And of course, we'll get more in the future. Actually, more very soon as well. We have a faction coming out in 3 Fridays from now. And we have another event, I believe, that same week. So we should get a lot more options that week, hopefully. At least like a handful more. How many of them will be viable is within question. At least more than what we have now. Yeah, the 10% do stack, but they stack multiplicitly. So, for example, if you actually land a 10% on the last slot, the 10% on the next slot can actually insta-kill, which is kind of cool. Which means if you had the entire enemy team terrored, and the last slot actually dies to that terror, I believe it's like a 20-something% chance that you'd get the whole chain? No, not that high. No, it'd be way lower than that. Never mind, it'd be like a decimal of a percent, what I'm saying. It'd be like a 0.001% chance the other direction. That you would actually get a 4 times terror kill. But it is actually possible to kill every single troop simultaneously with terror. As well as double and triple kill. We've seen a double kill, we haven't seen triple or quad yet. Quad is statistically almost impossible. Unless you also put some death marks on it. But I'm really curious to see how that pans out once we can get like some viable teams going with it. Like what a 4 times curse terror death mark team looks like. Because it actually brings your odds up that you would get a triple kill by quite a lot. And if you triple kill any fight, you pretty much auto-win. Even if you don't land a very elusive quad kill. Like, any team will die to a triple kill. Doesn't matter what it is. And then you just kill whatever's left. Catch you later, Andresia. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good week. Have a good new year. But I am kind of glad that the terror mechanic is good. As you mentioned, Isabel. It is in our name. Let's see. What do we need here? We'll take that one over. Yeah, honestly, on paper, Terror seems kind of bad. But in practice, it might actually be the strongest insta-kill stats effect we've ever had. And it's mostly due to not having a one-turn delay. It's amazing what not having a one-turn delay does to an insta-kill mechanic. We've seen it in action back when every kill mechanic was like that. But now it only applies to Terror, which is a huge buff to Terror's viability. It's one of the reasons why Deathmark isn't really used too much in the current state of the game. The one-turn delay on it makes it very unusable in a lot of situations. Because if you keep reapplying it, keeps reapplying the one-turn delay. Whereas since Terror doesn't have any delay to begin with, it can't reapply the one-turn delay because there's no one-turn delay to even start with. Oh, as Terry mentioned, did a new class get Assassinate? They might be fun combined with Terror. I have no clue what it has. I don't remember. I went over it like almost a month ago. And I'm not sure if they changed it since then, but if they haven't, it's probably going to be really bad. They basically made all of its traits spell-based, and they made all of its perks skull-based. Which is just a really weird combination. If they would have made the 3 traits that it had skull-based while leaving the trees that it had, it would have been good. But they did a weird mix of both because it counts as a mystic. But if you're looking for a mystic hero class, you would just run Archmages. Which is one of the better hero classes to begin with. Because that's the other issue too. It's basically competing as a skull version of Archmages. But in a way weaker way. Yes, Terror doesn't count as a kill. So there's a lot of effects that it doesn't interact with because of that. And yeah, Rising Shadows would be one of them. But some of those effects, as we can see, are actually beneficial. Because it doesn't count as damage, it can hit through barrier. Because nothing in the entire game has immune to flee. Obviously, there are things that have immune to terror. But there's nothing in the game that has immune to flee. Currently. Maybe that'll be something they add in the future. But because there's no flee immunity specifically, not specifically terror immunity, but flee immunity, there's no immune to. Even though you can be immune to defect, there is no immune to terror. So you can hit through things like barrier and stuff with it. As well as bless, most likely. I haven't actually seen it in bless, I've seen it in barrier, but it should be able to hit through. Oh wait, but then again, you can't have something terrored that is blessed though. But if there ever was a way to bypass it, it technically would hit through bless, I'm pretty sure. But it's currently impossible that a troop is both blessed and terrored. Yes, terror would not count as damage for Guild War score. It might not even count as a kill for Guild War score. Like how Deathmark does. Because Deathmark doesn't count as damage, but it counts as a kill. If that makes any sense. Like, it doesn't count towards, like, your damage credit, but it counts towards your kill credit. But terror would count as neither damage nor kill credit. Yet another nerf to Gargantar. Yeah, poor guy. Though, in all fairness, he used to be the worst mythic in the game. But they've added worse mythics to the game, so he's not feeling as bad anymore. Like, he's still, like, bottom 5. But they've added worse. He's no longer the absolute worst. Even though they insist on keep nerfing him, but he's still, even with those nerfs, not the worst mythic in the game. Oh, he's sure trying to be, as of lately. As terror mechanic existing is a huge nerf to Gargantar. For all 0 people currently using Gargantar. Honestly, even new players who immediately get Gargantar, I don't even think would be using Gargantar. It is so bad. Like, there's not even a use case when you would get the maximum amount of value from him. Like, if your first drop ever from a Keith, you were like level 10 just starting the game, and you got Gargantar, I don't even think you put him onto your team. He is that bad. Even though he could one-shot like everything in your bracket, you would just have too high of a mana cost for what he does. Especially with no follow-up or anything. That's a big issue with a lot of troops that are like that, not just Gargantar. Any troop that does a lot of single target damage, but not enough to kill with no follow-up. They're all pretty much in the same category of near useless. Because they have no follow-up, they can't even get a single kill for a 20 plus mana cost spell. And they have generally no other perks that really help them much. Like they don't have a good final unique trait or anything like that. They don't really have no board control at all. They're just completely useless. Gargantor is just in a special category that's extra useless. Because he just does so little damage. At least some of them like Storm Shield, for example, in Stormheim. Like, yes, he's useless because he doesn't do enough damage to kill later in the game. Even early in the game, he'll barely do it. But at least he has, like, Barrier on extra turn or something. Like, he's awful, but he at least has, like, a small redeeming quality. Even, like, Ferris Ra, for example. It doesn't have enough damage to one-shot in the current state of the game, but at least has a little bit of board control. At least has the high soul gain in the game. Like, it's not that good these days, but it at least has, like, a very small use case. Unlike something like Gargantor and similar troops that have literally no use case whatsoever. Even in the most perfect circumstance, they are still abysmal. Plus, you have to build entirely into him, and he's still useless. If you don't build into him, he's even more than useless. He's literally just sitting there doing nothing. There are common troops that hit more DPS than him. Yeah, there are some amount of people that have gotten Gargantor as their first mythic. Someone in stream, like, several years ago actually mentioned it, too. That their first mythic was Gargantor, because they were asking for teams for this mythic they found. And it's like, whoops, well, there is none. Good luck with that. There are some mythics that if you guys your absolute first, they're just going to be useless. There aren't that many. But he is one of those very small 1% of mythics that are just basically worse than commons. Which always seems weird. There's a lot of mythics that are worse than low rarity stuff. Which I guess is kind of a good thing about Gems of War in a sense. You don't need high rarity stuff necessarily to go through the entire game. Like, it helps, but there's plenty of good low rarity stuff. But the other thing that balances it out, there's just so many horrible high rarity things. Particularly under mythics, but even under legends, but mostly mythics. There are some mythics that are worse than commons. Like, they're basically a category below common. Alamagrim was your first mythic? That's honestly not too bad. Alamagrim is one of those troops you have to build your whole team around for it to work, but it actually does work okay. Especially when they buffed it a couple years ago. They gave him an extra gem spawn or two or something, which made him a lot more consistent. They did it to all the dragons that were like him. They actually did it around the time when they added the brown curse gem version of him. There's basically 3 versions of him. The original of Alamagrim, the Bless yellow version, and the Curse Rune brown version. The strongest one currently in the game is the Curse Rune brown version. But a little bit before that one was added, they ended up buffing all of them to have an extra gem spawn or 2 in anticipation for that newer one. And it helped them out a little bit. Didn't really make them good again, but they're not bad. All you need is Thrall and 2 Teslas, pretty much, honestly. The amount of value you get from one single Tesla is actually kind of insane. Like, if Tesla was a mythic, it'd probably be in the lower end of the top 10 mythics in the whole game. Like, if Tesla was 3 mana, 24 mana costs, and just did exactly what she did for all of her traits, all of her ability and everything, and all they did was just make her 24 mana costs, which is almost double her mana cost, that's just like 9 more. But if that's the only change they did to her, and she was a mythic, she would still be in the top 10 mythics in the game. Despite being a legend. She would be in the lower end if her mana cost was raised that much, though. But she would still be in top 10. Probably like the 8th strongest or somewhere around there. Even with a 24 mana cost, which is nearly double what she has now. I'm actually surprised they never nerfed her mana cost. Which I'm surprised. When they did the Donna rework last May, they actually buffed her for some reason I do not understand to this day. That was the weirdest of buff is when they buffed Web Spinner out of nowhere. They buffed Web Spinner like 3 different times. For reasons I still don't know. One of them was really out of nowhere. They gave it Web on its skull. Or they made its final trait work on Web. Like its triple damage that it has. Which basically allowed it to start triple damaging everything since it has Web on skull. And it was just a massive buff. One of the biggest random buffs out of nowhere that they did one day. Back in like 2018, 2019. Came absolutely out of nowhere, like one February randomly. It's like, up here it is. Just a random buff to an already good troop. Not really sure why. And that's kind of what they did to a Tesla during the Adana rework. She still doesn't use her magic stat, by the way. She's, I think, the only mage in the entire game that doesn't use her magic stat. Meaning she gains 6 extra magic for nothing. But, I don't know, her ability's still just so strong. And they made it even a bigger boost ratio when they did that change. It's kind of amazing. It's only been like half a year since that buff. It was done last year's May. It's like, what, 8 months? Feels like she's been buffed like that for years, but yeah, it hasn't even been a whole year yet. It was already so strong before it that it's hard to tell how much stronger she got. Because it's just already so strong to begin with. Like, at this point, she's just overkilling things now. In a lot of battles, she actually doesn't even win any quicker. She's just a lot more consistent now. Because a lot of battles, she still 2 shots wins. Similar to before. Or just now she does so way more consistently. Which I guess is maybe why they buffed it. To make her more consistent 2-shot win. I'm not sure why they would want to do that necessarily. It was already so strong, but... that's the only reason I could think of why they buffed her. Just to make her 2-shot cycle more consistent. But it also made her damage range way higher than what it was before. So not only can she 2-shot more consistently, but the damage range that she can 2-shot is way wider than before the buff. Speaking of about that, we're still one-shotting with Guard's Avatar. I'm surprised this hasn't fallen off yet. It normally does around this room. Like once we hit 70 or so. We'll find out next section. Yeah, there's some commons stronger than some mythics. The most noteworthy ones are Bog Strider, Thrall, Leshy in some situations. I'm trying to think of what else. It's mostly Thrall and Bog Strider, though. Oh, that one owl. That one yellow owl is pretty good. It's normally not needed, but under the right restriction, it's actually really solid as a mana accumulation option. It's not one you would normally put into a team like Thrall or Bog Strider. But if you were under the right restriction, you definitely would use the owl. Snowy owl, I believe it is. I'm trying to think of what else under common that's like really good. Thrall and Bog Strider are definitely like the main like takeaways from it though. Like they are absolutely insane how much value they have. Like Thrall to this day is still one of the best mana accumulators in the whole game, not counting Leprechaun. Like if Leprechaun didn't exist, Thrall would be like single-handedly the best mana accumulator in the game. They're both good, just in different ways for mana accumulation. Azella Florian, and of course Bog Strider's benefit is, even though it's slower than Thrall, by quite a margin, it's really tanky to skulls. It's basically Thrall with a billion skull reduction. It struggles a little bit more to get mana though. Not only does it not have mana link because it has skull reduction plus entangle, which makes it really tanky but makes it get less mana, but it also has like 8 mana cost instead of 6. So in combination, almost has like double the mana cost. Due to not having mana link plus having an 8 mana cost instead of 6. But he's good in situations where you need a lot of tankiness, but you also still need mana accumulation. Because you can do it both in one single slot. It's normally better to use Thrall though. But there are some situations where Bog Strider is the choice. He's slower but safer. And less loopy, but way tankier to skulls. A lot of times you don't need it because of things like elementals and such. That can normally do the tanking for you. Speaking of which, are we doing that right now? No, I'm using mech. I've actually been using a mech a lot more recently. Main reason being, mech is the only 50% mana start troop that also has Dispel. It also has Barrier at start of battle. It's really good on rushdown fights just to not have to deal with Submerge. I've done it in the past, but I've been doing it a lot more recently because I've been getting tired of having to deal with Submerge. Unfortunately, I don't do it on every team, so like during that video we just did the other day, I think we still had to deal with some Submerge. Because one of the teams I was showing, you know, didn't have the Submerge counter. One of the ones we did, but, you know, we didn't show it on every single one. Otherwise, we'd have to use mech class on every single team, which obviously we're not going to do. Which is so convenient not needing to deal with Submerge ever on a team that is very hard countered by Submerge. So hello, Luan. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Hope all has been well. I know, we're finally not one-shotting. That's not ideal. Alright, one more section. We're almost there. If anyone has any other questions that you want me to go over, do let me know. Because after we finish out the faction assault, we'll probably call it for tonight. Because we got quite a bit of progress done tonight. We finished the last battles we needed to for trial. We got all the other dailies done. Got out the faction event. I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think if I missed anything. Yeah, Bomba and Firebomb, they used to be a lot better than in the current state of the game. Orc, I don't know, I wouldn't say Orc is that strong. Skeleton definitely is. Skeleton, I actually generally show on cheap skull spam teams. If I ever have to make like a maximum low rarity skull spam team, Skeleton's normally the first trip you turn to. He actually used to be even stronger too. He got buffed twice. And one buff that he actually got before he got nerfed was he used to gain attack instead of armor. He used to have the exact ability he has now, but he gained just as much attack as he gains armor right now. But they changed the armor because it was just way too strong when he was gaining attack. Like, you wouldn't even run a proper first slot. You would just run him as, like, half your team. And use him as your offensive option. Because the way you use Skeleton now is you use him a little bit further back in your team and you have something else up front that gain a lot of benefit from a ton of skulls. Whereas when they did that buff to give him attack, he was used almost entirely as, like, your first and second slot. Because the attack that he gained would just give you so much value. Yeah, Angry Mob's not a common, but Angry Mob is a pretty good low rarity troop. We were talking about commons recently. The Angry Mob is good, but not a common. Angry Mob's actually a lot of fun to mess with. You can basically solo entire teams just by spamming the button to cast. It'll win very slowly, but it does win. We've had to a lot of times in situations in, like, Guild Wars and stuff. Speaking of which, we don't have Guild Wars for, like, another month. I assume it needs a patch, which is why it's so far out. Which means we're definitely getting a patch before early February. Like, by the first week of February or earlier, we should get a patch. Because I'm pretty sure the main reason why we have such a huge delay on Guild Wars is they need to do a patch before Guild War will work properly. And for them to do that, they would have to do that late January then. Or very, very, very early February. Hello, Robert. Welcome, welcome. Any other questions, anyone? Let me know. Once this faction is out, we'll probably call it there for tonight. But gosh, we've almost been going for 2 hours already. Time has flown by. Felt like only an hour so far. It's already like double. Hopefully they forget and we'll never get Guild War again. Yeah, Guild War has gone through a lot of iterations. It used to be once every week. I think at one point it was like bi-weekly. Then there was a point... Wasn't there a point where it was like once every 6 weeks? I'm thinking of a different time. And then they ended up making it once every 4 weeks, which is what it basically is now. Other than the changes that they're making. I'm not sure what they'll change it to once they fully rework Guild War. It has had so many iterations as far as like the time frame between Guild Wars. Though they definitely never need to make it every single day again. That was awful. Also, no! We were 230 points short. I gotta waste 30 gems to get an orb. It's worth it, though. Like, if you could infinitely do that, it would definitely be worth it, spending 30 gems for a single orb. So we shall. Alright, let's see what we get from our loot. Was it worth it? Probably not, but oh well. This is like 15 minutes in, 30 gems. What do we get out of it? We get the following. Obviously a Volkey and 2 orbs. I want to see what the orbs have, though. We got... nothing! Okay, I gotta know. What did we get from the Volkey? We're gonna open one singular Volkey. Games. We'll end it on this one Volkey. Also, wait, I haven't been opening any Volkeys from earlier. We didn't go on a Volkey opening spree. I didn't realize I have so little right now. Let me run one shot, Diamantina. No, new faction's not this weekend. We're getting a new hero class this Friday, which means we have no class. We have no class event this Thursday. All right, let's see what we get from our one singular Volkey. Oh, okay, here we go. We'll end on the major orb. Will it be major disappointment or actually something good? Let me just take a sip of water. Place your predictions now. What is it? But yeah, this Friday we're getting a class event. Next Friday, I believe, is Vault Weekend, and the Friday after that's new faction. So 3 Fridays from now is new faction. And this weekend being the new class. Alright, let's see what we get. Anything good? We get ourselves... Okay, that's fine. That was worth it. I'm glad we didn't skip this. If we didn't do the trial thingy, or not the trial thing, whatever we just did, the Underspire, no, that's also wrong. The Underworld, the faction event, we would have missed out on the 675 gem value purple orb, which is basically what, 15 seal keys, 20, 50? I forget the number. Some amount, not those. These guild chests. Usually gives you 1,500 seals. Oh, that's 75 keys. Oh wow. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, and here's the redeem code we handed out earlier. We handed out 2 so far this stream. And we'll have more later. But anyways, guys, I think we'll end it here for now. We will be back tomorrow, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow. Main goal for tomorrow is probably just mess around with a bunch of stuff. We don't have any specific event. We do have a pet rescue with a new pet coming out, which I can't currently see because I have a different pet active right now. But you could probably see it in your game if you don't have one active. But aside from a new pet for the new kingdom, there really isn't any specific events other than just standard dailies. So we're probably going to grind a lot of PvP tomorrow, or we're probably going to also maybe open some Vault keys. I kind of forgot. We got to go open 291 Vault keys before the next Vault event. And next Vault event is like a week from now, pretty much. Like 8 days, 9 days. So yeah, we need to get on these keys. Obviously 291 won't take that long to open, but we need to start chipping them down. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Happy New Year. I'll catch you guys soon. Stay safe out there, and catch you guys later. Bye, everyone. And thanks for watching. And definitely feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps a lot. It's greatly appreciated. Bye, everyone.